Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to build something really important together, what we're calling your heart's nutritional toolkit. We're going to dig into some really cool findings and break down exactly what you need for long-term cardiovascular health. So, let's get started.
So, as we go through this, I want you to ask yourself this one question. What's in your heart's nutritional toolkit right now? We're going to be looking at specific nutrients and even whole foods that act like these specialized tools, each with its own unique job to keep your heart going strong for years to come.
All right, first things first, we're going to stock our toolkit with 4 key nutrient allies. Think of these as the absolute essentials, the vitamins and fatty acids that really form the foundation of a healthy cardiovascular system.
Our very first ally is one that, honestly, doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves. But trust me, its job is absolutely critical. Let's talk about vitamin K2.
Okay, I love this analogy. Think of vitamin K2 as a traffic cop for the calcium in your body. Its main gig is to direct calcium where you want it to go, like your bones, and keep it away from places where you don't, like your arteries. This is so important for keeping those arteries healthy.
Let's move on to our second ally, and this one is a classic you definitely know, vitamin C. But you might not realize just how powerful its role is when it comes to your heart.
And here's why it's so great. Vitamin C is like a cellular bodyguard. It's a fantastic antioxidant, which means it protects your cells from all kinds of damage. But for your heart specifically, it's a huge help in improving what's called endothelial function. That's basically the health of the delicate lining of your blood vessels.
Now for our third ally. This one is a real heavyweight in the world of heart health, and it's backed by just a mountain of solid research: omega-3 fatty acids.
And yeah, the research on these is just undeniable. We know they are fantastic inflammation fighters. Study after study shows they can help reduce inflammation, lower triglycerides, which are fats in your blood, and ultimately bring down the risk of heart disease.
And that brings us to our fourth and final nutrient ally for today, vitamin E. Now, this one is also an antioxidant, but, well, its story is a little bit more complicated.
And this is a really key point. While we know vitamin E is an antioxidant and it does help protect our cells, its specific benefit for heart health is, well, it's still being debated by scientists. It's a good reminder that nutrition science is always evolving and we're always learning more.
Okay, so let's just pause for a quick recap. We've got vitamin K2, our calcium traffic cop. We have vitamin C, our antioxidant bodyguard. Then there are the omega-3s, our well-supported inflammation fighters. And finally, vitamin E, another antioxidant whose role is still kind of up for debate.
So we've got our individual tools, right? Now let's look at a couple of what you might call pre-built kits, 2 powerhouse foods that pack several of these key nutrients all in one place. First up, we have a true champion of heart-healthy eating, wild-caught salmon. I mean, this stuff is way more than just a tasty dinner. It is absolutely loaded with benefits. So why salmon? Well, first and foremost, it's just swimming in those incredible omega-3 fatty acids we were just talking about. On top of that, you're getting high-quality protein and a whole bunch of other nutrients, which really makes it an amazing all-in-one choice. All right, our second powerhouse food might actually surprise you a little bit. It's humble, it's fermented, and it is incredibly effective. We're talking about sauerkraut. So, where does its power come from? Well, the magic of a sauerkraut is really in the fermentation process. It's packed with probiotics, which are amazing for your gut. And we're learning more every single day about the powerful link between a healthy gut and a healthy heart. Plus, and this is great, it's a source of both vitamin C and vitamin K, tying everything right back to the tools we just added to our toolkit.
So, we've got our nutrients, we've got some powerhouse foods, but how do we actually put all this together? What's the big picture strategy for our health?
You know, this really is the single most important takeaway. Because while all these individual tools are great, they work best when they're part of a bigger system. A balanced, varied diet is absolutely essential, and there's just no substitute for getting personalized advice from a healthcare professional who knows you. So what does your path forward look like? It really comes down to these 3 things. First, focus on that big picture balanced diet. Second, start incorporating more of these nutrient-dense foods. And third, and maybe most importantly, talk to a professional to get advice that's tailored specifically for you. We've just filled our toolkit with some pretty incredible allies for our heart health. So I'll just leave you with this final question to think about. Now that you know about these tools, what's the first small, manageable step you're going to take for your heart?